Alex Antic, a key member of Ozpol's quartet of cookers,
World's worst boy band ever right there.
stood up in the Senate recently to spew a minute and a half of utter nonsense, imported directly from the bowels of the worst of US politics. It was top-drawer dog whistling. Senators have a small number of opportunities and a limited amount of time to get up and talk about important issues. But this is how Antic chose to spend his time. Let's break it down.
Senator Antic.
Thank you. Masculinity is under attack.
Well, what is that dog whistle?
And the war on men being led by the cultural Marxists, the likes of which roam this very chamber, every school, every university and every education department in the country.
Dog whistle.
The cultural Marxism, it's something that you have spoken about.
Cultural Marxism. It's like Senator Antic has just discovered the existence of Jordan Peterson. Cultural Marxism, a theory co-opted by conspiracy theorists and probably lovingly embraced by the two viewers that tune into Reda's show, has been referred to as the alt-right's favourite meme and the ultimate post-factual dog whistle. As far as the conspiracy theory associated with cultural Marxism goes, it's based on the idea that a small number of Jewish philosophers fled 1930s Germany, just prior to World War II, and settled into New York, where they supposedly kicked off a cunning plan to drive the US to the far left. Jewish philosophers, 1930s Germany, the USA, far left. You can probably take a decent guess as to the types of people that the cultural Marxism dog whistle might appeal to. Be warned, if you Google it, it is a rabbit hole. And as far as conspiracy theories go, I far prefer the one that says The Shining was a message from Stanley Kubrick to hint at or apologise for helping the United States government fake the moon landing.
And he's not here, Mrs. Torrance.
Strong male role models have become an endangered species.
Have they?
I googled this one just in case I'd missed any late additions to the endangered species list. Nah, strong male role models aren't on the list. Keanu Reeves is still with us, so I think we're going to be A-OK for strong male role models.
Fathers in sitcoms are depicted as immature, dumb, lazy and incompetent.
Come on!
The bumbling dad trope has been around forever. It's not new. Ever watched The Simpsons? I mean to say.
Come on!
Husbands in television commercials can't be trusted to organise the insurance. The cultural elites...
Whistle!
What makes someone a cultural elite? Is it their education level? Is it their chosen profession? Would a cultural elite be someone that has spent years at university? Someone that worked as a senior associate of a law firm? Is it someone that's a member of a political party best known as representing the blue bloods in society? Is it someone that scored a 200 plus grand a year Senate spot? Would someone ticking all those boxes be considered an elite?
Cheering on the decline of men are trying to erase the very fabric of our culture.
A dog whistle.
But men seeking refuge still have a few sanctuaries, and last week I stepped into the safe space, which is the modern barber's shop.
Okay, let's bring this home with a story about how you got a haircut.
No other environment better sums up the frustration among young men than these places. 3 barbers' chairs, 3 30-something men working hard, a pool table, a bar fridge full of beers and a PlayStation 5 hanging on the wall. The conversation drifted between the stupidity of the COVID period, the concerns about central bank digital currencies and how they just want to be left alone to work hard and spend time with their families.
Fun chat.
And at one point, one of the barbers even dared to point out an attractive young woman walking past. Now, that was probably a microaggression, but it just seemed like a bit of harmless behaviour to me.
Cool story, bro, but
Dismiss this as a frolic if you want, but every angry gender studies professor who thinks that they're going to crush the patriarchy has got some news coming. The alpha male lives on,
dog whistle.
and there's not a damn thing you commies can do about it except cry harder.
Angry gender studies professors, commies, alpha males, you did bring it home with a big finish. However, if you're a relatively normal person, you may have watched this piece of performance art and found yourself wondering, what the fuck was that about? Don't worry, it's not meant for you. This is purely an exercise in Antic blowing his teeny-weeny dog whistle in an effort to try and scrape up some of the fringe vote for the Liberal Party. To be fair, maybe a good percentage of the coalition buy into all this shit.
Crikey dingo.
I'll close with a question. Do you view Alex as a big old alpha?
No, soy boy beta cuck.